Hello, Anu.
Hello, Valeria, and it's very nice to have you in here. So I sent you some questions about how to organize a sport event, and I know that you have some PowerPoint slides. So please, can you tell us something about the World Sports Games in Lignano?
Yes, with my association, Associazione Italiana Cultura e Sport, we had the opportunity in 2015 to host the CSIT World Sports Games. This is the flagship event of CSIT. This is a major multi-sport event, but we are not speaking only about sport, but also about friendship, and this is really a festival of people coming from all over the world. We are speaking about a festival where we had the opportunity to host 5,000 people, almost 4,000 athletes, and of course officials, referees, accompanying person, policymakers, sport leaders from all over the world. 25 countries from Europe, USA, South America, Africa, and Asia, who came to Lignano Sabbiadoro, a location in the north east of Italy. And this festival was a festival of 6 days and 5 nights. In this event, I was the coordinator of the organizing committee. And here I take the opportunity to show you the organizational structure of this organizing committee. So as you can see here, the Lignoc coordinator, I was this was my commitment, my task at that time. Lignoc was Lignano Sabbiadoro Organizing Committee, the acronym, and I was the coordinator of the staff taking care of all the needs of athletes and participants of the World Sports Games. So my role in this case was to manage the coordination among all the people, of the staff people, with the tasks related to the hosting of all participants. So as you see, we of course had the staff of sport. We had the staff of volunteers. Here we had 150 volunteers for the 6 days of the festival. In Lignano Sabbiadoro in 2015, we launched 2 digital tools. So for the first time in the framework of the CSIT World Sports Games, we had the opportunity to install the registration platform, the app, in order to engage people to participate more actively into the festival. Of course, we needed to have also the sponsorship manager, because it is important for this major event to have needed fundings. And since this is an international event, also a key factor of this organizational committee was to take care of the visa process of all the people who need to get to Europe. We had also managers with the tasks of the organization of the opening and closing ceremony. And besides the sport program, we had the opportunity to launch also the scientific program with workshops and with the opportunity to speak about sport, its values, and to show also some demonstrative sports. In that case, in 2015, we had the opportunity to host for the first time the Mamanet movement. And this was the time to show this movement to the world. And since 2015, Mamanet became official championship also in World Sports Games. But at the scientific program, we had also the chance to show many demonstrative sports that later became official sport in the World Sports Games, like the handball, the wheeled gymnastics, and many other sports that at that time were just demonstrative, but step by step became part of the framework. For sure, to organize such event, so 6 days and 5 nights, one task, an important task was given to all the partners, local partners that supported us to take care of all the transfer and accommodation. So you need to think this, that people coming from all over the world travel, gets to the location and needs to be accompanied, to be transferred to all their hotel, to be transferred from the hotel to the sport facilities, to have the opportunity to participate to all the nightlife events and cultural programs. So the local partners are really key partners into this framework. For sure, press, media, press office and media communication is a key factor, because we need to engage the participants during all the events. So the press office and the social media manager and the tour operator with the videos, interviews, gave us the opportunity to get all the stories from the voice of the participants. And the main task of the coordinator is to establish this team, to use a team building approach, to establish also the needed tools for a good coordination and a good communication among all the staff people. Because the main points when you organize such a huge event is the preparatory activities. You need to take into account that to organize such event, you need at least 1 year and a half. This means that every month you need to meet the whole group and all the manager of the tasks and all the units needs to meet in order to be ready to foresee all the risks, all the weaknesses, and to have a sort of risk management plan. Because during those 6 days you have so many emergencies, so many requests that sometimes become very important, and you need to think about that people are there to do sport, but also to have fun, to be satisfied about their hotel, about the food, about the transportation. So you need to really be careful into this process of team building approach. So the preparatory activities are a key factor, and if every one of the staff can provide updates on their ongoing activities, at the same time they can listen about the updates of the other units, and when we will be ready at the event, we will be really a team that is able to provide solution in all the emergency cases. Just to give you an example about the huge event that we organized in 2015, here we had 15 championships. So football, athletics, volleyball, beach volleyball, and beside those CSIT championships, we had the opportunity to host also the physical activities for seniors and the demonstrative sports. Therefore, from let's say 8:30 in the morning till midnight in the night, we needed to have a full program of sport, but at the same time, besides a full program of events in terms of conferences, workshop, and lots of events to have fun together. The location, just to give you an highlight on this, was a perfect location, and this is also a key factor when you organize an event. This was really a perfect location. Why? Because we were in a sport village in front of the beach. This is the city of Lignano Sabbiadoro. In the center you see this area, the green area. This is the sport village, and you see the beach sport. So mainly all the sport facilities were located here, and also you had the opportunity to stay at the beach and to do sport at the beach with all the different options. And I said before, the location is a key location, because if you have a festival like this, you need to work not only on the sport facilities, but you need to work really carefully on the offer of nightlife events, evening events. People after 6 hours of sports needs to get a Coke or a beer or a drink together. They need to speak using different and many languages, because this is the time really of friendship more than of sport. And here I would say that the main task of the organizing committee in such a huge event is to take care of participants from their arrival to their departure. And the success of this event is the full satisfaction of the participants. This is the main core of this event, and this is the main indicator, result that gives us the way to tell us that we have been a good team and we have been successful.
Okay, and then one question more. So when you worked during these games a lot, so what do you think, that were there some things that you thought afterwards that, okay, I'd like to do that in different way? And also the other question, that were there something what you learned about these games as we're an organizer?
Yeah, 2015 was, well, the launch of the digital dimension of CSIT. And what I have learned is that it's not enough to have digital tools. It is really important that, I mean, we enter in a new cultural perspective. At that time, we needed we asked the participants in the preparatory activity to register on the platform. But there were really few people and sports organizations able to register online. It was 2015 and we were not able to shift in this new dimension. And this, well, we are speaking now that we are in 2023, it seems really a huge time. And what happened that we had this really great digital tool because people could at that time register before the event and receive also their badge, because when you have the badge into this such event, you can enter in all the sport facilities, you have the open access to all the events, also during the evening, the night, but people were not ready. So we understood this, and we decided to have all the necessary tools also during the registration at the event, the first day of the arrival of the people. So when you have the digital tool, this helps you to also to have benefits in terms of time, because you do not have huge queue. But at that time, we were not really ready. So we needed, for instance, to have many more printers to print the badges there, to instruct people how to register and how to produce the badges, and also the app that was a digital tool to engage people, to give comments, to give stories about their life during the event, was not really used at could have been at that time. So we thought about how can we do this. So we started to do some tailor-made communication, speaking with people to show how to use the app. And for sure, this was successful, but we needed really this cultural shift.
So it means that there always have to be plan B or maybe plan C.
Yeah. This is the fact. You can at the preparatory activities to do really a good risk management plan, to develop all the skills of your staff, to foresee all the risks, foresee all the weaknesses, and to anticipate all the plan B and plan C, but you need to take care how to really have a good team ready to work on the emergencies.
Okay.
Other emergencies I can tell you about this event were, I mean, simple emergencies like water supply. I mean, we did not expect that sport people use so many water bottles at that time. So we needed to the second day of the tournaments, we needed to go back to our partner to get new furnitures, to new bottle of waters. And so also this was, I mean, a simple example of what you need. And here, I mean, the key factor is for sure the team, but I would say, Anu, that the key factor was also to have an on-site training, 6 days on-site training for volunteers. So I mean, 150 young volunteers are a huge commitment for the organizing committee, but you really need to train them to be everywhere. They should know sport facilities, all the locations. They need to know all the needs, and they need to have all the tools to be always in communication with the staff to react immediately when we have requests, when we have emergencies.
Okay, thank you, Valeria, about your help, and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Anu. Hello, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.